Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fair catch called for and made. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. It's first down from the 11. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So Kansas State's offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's Moon. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they've got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got rid of it just in time.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it out. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Leaves it with the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. He's loose. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. On the return, it's Moon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down in this deep. Back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On second down, looking again to throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon. Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play home.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Third and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room.
Hold up.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Offense getting set for first down. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Kansas State pushing the pace.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to throw it again. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the run. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Offense lining up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A high kick trying to pin them deep. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Kansas State quick to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. He wants to pass it on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gets it out quickly. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Alright, still now he's down for the day. That's all we got down this house.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game 2. As complete a win as they've had for some time. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over. Like they had a good one there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Working that left side now. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Oh boy.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
You hear me? Yeah. You said no? What kind?
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's got it. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Right back to the well. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. When you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Flips it out to the back. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with a big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Quarterback in there and get some reps.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some complete. Now, so much the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw.
Fast. 83.
The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room it... Just all day. They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's...
Put.
Line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. He's going to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Wildcats will keep this drive going. The offense down to the 25, now 1st and 10.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret. But he's plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Hey, did that nigga John Brown break your arm? That nigga Brown break your arm?
The lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
It's hard to run.
Oh, okay.
That comes off the ball like that. And runs
Nigga, you should rate too high.
Good luck. No holes in it.
He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll
For
have
real?
the first down. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down. Great job by this offense. Move the chains. Give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on
I don't know what they celebrating. I mean, yeah, they won that shit, but the job not done. They were cold with the said job not finished. No, they got them Gators too. Shit, Callaway gonna drop 50 on their ass.
And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their...
I can't believe Blue Pearl ain't have.
And with that team, this team...
They constrained off the rim and shit. I'm like, what the fuck going on here? What it is?
They've done an unbelievable job.
Oh, okay.
Answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Shit, rather than losing that, we than losing the championship.
On the move from inside his own 20.
Oh, you already on bed.
Never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had it was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Inside out. Get some first downs. Get some positive
Oh, yeah, right.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion.
TCU, you on deck, nigga.
They can convert here. That type of play can
Nigga,
really
you on
give you a
deck.
shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On the move, it's moved. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. K-State has the ball back in the Power Cat offense.
TCU, you on deck.
Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan.
Yeah, I got a bye week. There's a lot about it. Man, them like 4 people got games next week.
Lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
It's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Sound like you can tighten up,
That
man.
last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short.
Oh man, my third string quarterback cannot throw, boy.
Serious arm strength shown there.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey,
Bro, my quarterback cannot throw my third string.
the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continuing to
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Like, these are positive signs from a
Got my
great
third
defense.
string in, just trying to see, just let him get some rip, you know.
Bill needs to continue to get better.
Sometimes
See what he got going on. I don't know. He ain't got that.
needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get?
And Del Monte just said,
He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down.
what the hell, when they gonna play? Florida.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Pryor. They're bringing heat. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection.
This
The
nigga
pressure
Ricky
there caused
about to
the
go to jail.
3rd and short from the 28.
Ricky
Let's
finna
see
go
if
to
this is
jail.
throwdown territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to
Saturday.
go for it. Grab near the marker. It's Griffin. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks.
You
for a
said Saturday?
first down. The Wildcats come to the
I'm gonna be
line
in Florida,
to set it
on the
down.
beach. Oh, God.
They'll throw it on first down. Into the end zone. And give him
Yeah.
another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting
Oh,
up
man.
points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? Those stats, you look back,
You're like a nigga.
that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been.
Go ahead, shit. You can go down there and gamble good.
With the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after
You
scoring a
lying, boy.
touchdown.
The more you lose, the more you think you're gonna win, because it gotta come sooner or later.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the returner will be dragged down.
Mm.
The Cornhuskers
In and out.
ready to go back to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse. Yeah,
Ooh, what a pig.
snag by the
What a
defense.
pig. I'm not hitting your
What
ball.
a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
I hit ball.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. I got a lead. You bring
You
out
said
the
what,
big
Mo?
defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that. To make
Trent,
the
why?
offense
Because he ain't playing.
put this one away.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate.
So what thing that one called?
Wedge it back to the line.
Play style?
Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Pryor.
I said what that one called? Play style?
Goes to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now down to the
Damn.
12-yard line. It's first down.
Yeah.
Looking to move it through the air.
What kind of throw was that?
Just off with the
Oh, he got hit.
pass well behind him.
Not to say, what the fuck, man?
There hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots
Yeah.
are wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
Looking to the end
Well, that
zone.
nigga cannot throw, bro.
Can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red
That
zone
nigga gonna get, that
opportunity.
nigga gonna hit, that nigga here gonna get cut, fucking with me.
Long way to the sticks from here.
He gonna be neck nigga cut.
Third down, going up top. Fires into the end zone. And give
Huh?
him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown and the blowout.
Our cornerback.
Someone say run the clock. Someone say add points. But here's the thing.
I
It's
feel
their
you.
job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. The offense did their shit.
Yeah, I shouldn't need him, man. Yeah, but if he giving out all the yard, what I'm gonna do with him? We let somebody else go.
Start the return inside the 45.
We let him go to Cincinnati or somewhere.
That broken field as he stopped at the 25. And
We let him go to Cincinnati or somewhere. Can't come to K-State.
He's taking a deep shot
Can't
late
come.
in the game.
Yeah,
Fires
you gonna be
into a
BYU.
world of traffic and it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.
Tell him. I want Bible.
Well, this one had
I
all
want
the
Bible.
suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did
Huh?
splatter them and absolutely dominating.
Who's gonna lead what?
They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right
Who you
from
talking
the
about?
opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
It's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Clark, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.
What was that? I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh. He said close the door there. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said bring the basket up front. Buying $20. And it was on two of them, bro. Not one, but two. That nigga gonna burn in here. They got that Ruben gonna be on the move, though. Let's see what we got next. We went on. Shit, went on Baylor. Baylor is the last game. Yeah, I'm gonna start finding their ass. Not ready end up. Nope, BYU is not ready up, and they got a bye week. That don't even make sense. Oh, this nigga Moon got a 94 overall team. That shit crazy. Well, you finally a 5-star team. I ain't even realize that. I'm at 4.5. Me and West Virginia 4.5. Nah, you ain't all on going, man. I can't say that. Oh, my boy up for the Heisman now. I ain't know he was in the Heisman. What? Oh no, shit, this shit crazy. Cause when you go to top stories, They got him on there. Shit weird. Yeah, I know. I don't doubt it. I'm gonna go see what. I'm gonna see what. I'm gonna go see what UAB playbook time. I need to see some. Yeah, I want to find me a new playbook. The one that Miami getting kind of old to me now. Nah, man, that's your playbook, man. I don't want to use your shit. Oh, I know what they did. I argue they text to text. They did real air raid. See what UAB talking about. Oh, UAB run pro style. Georgia Tech. I said Georgia Tech. Let me go see what they're talking about. They run spread too. After that net game, I gotta see what I can see the UAB talking about. Can't be that good. They run a pro style. I ain't even got no good running back. No, this ain't gonna work out too good. I don't know.
Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights taking on the winners of 5 straight, the UAB Blazers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
I got down LeBron average 18-6 as a freshman in high school.
And the Black Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff.
That's crazy.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Oh, damn, I lost a point. He averaged 18-6 his freshman year. 25 his sophomore year. 27 his junior year. His 27 and his 30 his senior year.
He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team
Who?
on his back.
Oh yeah, Patrick Bailey averaged 35. That nigga got that on for other shit. Shit, I swear. That nigga was so fast. That nigga got a real ass nigga. And he playing Chicago niggas. You know that ain't never street ball, organized street ball. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we might got these gas over here, boy.
I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Shit, bro, they play in the country, man. Bro, fuck Cooper Flag, hell.
So the last thing you want to do is start.
Let me tell you who the real goddamn playmaker on Auburn is.
They might go for it out, but they'll try to
Goddamn Tahad Pettiford. That beat the fucking true. They hell yeah, they beat the fire, boy. Nigga lifted too. That nigga be going the fuck off, bro.
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this
Can't
football
lie.
team, and generally
That damn Pitiful different. I ain't never had here true from Big Mike, go too. We don't want your Sprite?
these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Get your guns up, nigga.
They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. They'll line up for a second down play. Here comes the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting the first down.
Good, solid tackle.
And great recognition by the quarterback. That touch pass after he throws it to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward. Nice job understanding.
Keep it going.
Flying up.
0 star don't mean you don't get paid, shit.
He'll toss it. Just trucks through it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got to use it.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Army!
Nice job on third and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Damn sure will. Ain't nobody bathe. Everybody want to go. Everybody went straight from the damn thing, straight there.
Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Getting some heat. Quick strike.
Yeah.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They a very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though. You can keep yourself out of those situations.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. Put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick.
Rick is about to get down Rick.
And I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The give out of the gun.
Rick want to go to the count.
Pick up there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire play.
Rick's going to be in there with Mario.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
You said what?
They'll go right back to it.
He ain't got sent it yet.
Finally make the stop, but the big run is
He ain't going to get light without.
for the 1st down.
They're going to get him light without.
Stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success. But boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do.
Hey, yeah, she ain't no goddamn deal. She threw too.
Just throw the football every down. Love the offense. Stick it to the run.
Not my Rick on spot.
They'll try to overcome that last play on
Who got that
2nd
what?
and 15.
For real?
Quarterback will audible.
Shit, I ain't know she was in that
He'll
bitch.
switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to take off.
When she came.
And the quarterback bought some time, but
I was going to say you go ahead and schedule your conjugal visit.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability in stopping the run, not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all.
And when they brought her in,
on 3rd and long,
so she been in the county.
that arm.
What the
And
fuck?
they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up
Man, I swear to God, I know she was there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back
I
end
ain't seen her picture on there.
throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the 1st quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying
Oh.
it here.
Hell no.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it.
Freak ass gonna go to jail.
They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive. Take shots.
Freak ass going to jail.
First
You
half,
going to
they
jail.
felt like 4th and long. No big deal. And they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
It's complete. He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's
Going to jail.
veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Offense set on 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. These little gains can start to add
I'm gonna
up
play me
as he
some
gets
2K.